Hey guys, welcome to another ServerMiner plugin tutorial. I'm your host LCJim007 and today we're looking at the Money from Mobs plugin. So this is a really awesome plugin which allows you to set up money for killing mobs or players. So if you do the command mfm reload, that will obviously reload the config file if you make any changes. mfm mute will obviously mute any chat messages that you don't want. But if we have a look, and if I were to kill some mobs, you will see that sometimes I will get money, sometimes I won't. Now you can set a percentage chance in the config file, so by default it's 25%, so I'm getting pretty unlucky here. However, for cows, I went in and changed it to 100%. And by default, you will always get $5 for killing these sorts of animals. And as you can see, I'm getting really unlucky with killing some of these, unfortunately. But that pig gave me 3 lots of money, all adding up to $5. And obviously in the config, you can change it to whatever you want. You can change the range, the amount of drops it gives you, and customize loads of things. But this is what it looks like in-game. It gives you a couple of messages, it pops up when you get money, and then it tells you your total balance as well, which is really awesome. So that's kind of what it looks like in-game. We are going to head over to the config file now and then show you how you can set up everything in there. So here we are on the SMPitnik control panel, and as you can see there are 3 YML files. The first one we're going to look at is the multipliers.yml, so this is pretty small, and what you can see in here is you can set different multipliers for different things. Up at the top, if you have the looting enchantment, you can set a multiplier, currently it's at 10%, and then if you have a certain permission or in a certain group, you can have a certain percentage. Different worlds will have a different percentage as well. And then if you have any of these plugins that integrate with this plugin, then you can set multipliers for those. So that's all that's really in that plugin. But if we go into the config.yml, in here we can set a ton of different stuff. So first of all, the money that dropped on the ground, we want that enabled yes or no. And if you do, the default is an emerald, and then the name of it is just going to be in a nice green, and it says the amount. Do you want the emerald to be enchanted and have a glow effect, yes or no? And then do you want to disable the decimal number, yes or no? Then we've got a few things down here. So do you want to get money drops from all this different stuff? So from spawners, eggs, slimes, etc. So you can disable that if you want. You can disable it in certain worlds like creative, for example, and then you can set a max to how many drops you can get per minute to stop lag from occurring. Scroll down even more, and then we've got some sounds and particles that occur, and then we've got all the messages in chat. So if you want to have a message saying the amount that you picked up and then your new balance, you can enable it here. And then if we scroll down to this section, this is where if you kill a player, you will get 10% of however much money they have, and the drop chance is 100% for that, and then you'll get it in 5 different drops. So if you don't want players to do that, you can obviously disable it, and you can change the percentage amounts. And then finally, we've got all the animals. So this is where I came for the cow and set the drop chance to 100. All of these, you just get a min and max of 5, but obviously you could change that. And then the number of drops is anywhere from 1 to 3. So you'll get 1 to 3 drops adding up to $5. And that is why we see the decimal numbers. And you could obviously scroll down, go through all the different animals and mobs and all that good stuff and change all the values if you wanted. But that is how you would customize it. Here we are on the spigot page. You can see it's updated from 1.12 to 1.17. There are a ton of features from sounds, particles, action bars, different worlds, etc. And then you can see these GIFs, what it looks like, which we saw in game. So that is the plugin. If you need any help with it, you can head over to Spigot and contact the author, and you can obviously download it here. But if you need a server to host it on, check out ServerMiner.com for the best and cheapest hosting around. But that's it for me. Subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you next time.